Hello everybody. I know it's been a while since you've seen me on camera in a face-to-face video like this. I'm glad to be back, and tonight we're going to have a night in the backyard, but we're not going to be doing deep sky. Today we're going to be talking about doing some very high resolution lunar surface imaging like this right here. So if you guys are interested in getting into planetary and lunar imaging, high quality lunar surface images like this, stay tuned for the rest of the video, and I'm going to dive deep into it, talk about the equipment that I'm using with the 8-inch Newtonian, and we're going to see how it goes from there. So as always, my name's Trevor and you're watching Astropilot. Alright guys, I am back out here with the observatory, and brief update. The observatory has been working excellent. It's almost basically been a year since I started building it now. This time last year we were pouring the concrete pad, getting everything anchored down around this time. So I'm completely happy with the observatory, and everything has worked flawlessly, really. I have had to battle some ants a few times this summer. They got up under the floor. I just had to take it all up and spray and check every once in a while, make sure they're not trying to nest back in. But this telescope, the GSO 8-inch f5 Newtonian, has worked. I can't say enough good things about this Newtonian. You won't catch me using a refractor ever again, probably. Works flawlessly. I haven't had any issues with my mount. This HEQ5 has handled it excellently. I'm guiding consistently for deep sky at around anywhere from 0.4 to 0.8, occasionally up to 1, but everything has worked great. I'm very happy with it all. Got the cooling fan running right now, and everything's good. Okay, so high resolution lunar surface imaging, which this scope is really good at. It's an 8-inch mirror, 1000 millimeters focal length, and when you pair it with a planetary camera and a nice quality Barlow lens, you get some very high resolution, detailed images of the lunar surface. And I will share what I have captured so far with it at the end of the video. The equipment I'm using, I picked up at this ZWO ASI 178 MC color planetary camera. It's very small pixels, high resolution. It's like 2000 by 3000 resolution. So picked this up used, and I'm very happy with the quality of the images I've gotten with it so far. I've only gotten about 3 or 4 different images so far. I just recently started to dive into lunar imaging with this rig. I also added this Celestron 3X XL Barlow lens, and it's a very high quality Barlow, I do have to say that. Much better than the Orion 2X Shorty Barlow. Wanted a little bit more than a 2X just to get that extra little zoom. So with this camera and this Barlow, I'm at a native focal length of 3000 millimeters now. So that gets you really up close on some really nice regions of the lunar surface. Recently I did Clavius crater, Plato, and all the well-known regions. Now I just have to set aside time for lunar and deep sky. I have to choose between what I want to do. Tonight it's a full moon, so I'm not going to be doing anything like that. I will be shooting the Wizard Nebula tonight with the deep sky rig with the 2600. But yeah, one other thing to mention, my process of capturing lunar data, planetary data with the 178, I don't use the ASI Air. The one downside of the ASI Air with planetary imaging is the frame rate is limited to the system of the ASI Air. at maximum you can maybe get 30 frames a second, whereas when I use a laptop with the 178, I'm getting 60 frames a second at full resolution and up to 100 frames a second at lower resolutions. So what I usually do, really simple, I find the moon manually. So I just tilt the telescope up, find the moon manually, turn the mount on, get it tracking, then turn the ASI Air on to my phone where I can control the EAF. That's just how I've been doing it so far. Really easy to just control the focuser with my phone and hook the camera up to my laptop and set it right here and start imaging. And the thing with planetary and lunar imaging, it's not very time consuming. You can get good data in a matter of a few minutes. I do want to try some solar with this Bader solar filter. I want to get into some white light solar with the same rig. So soon, once it starts cooling up a little bit, I want to start getting into that some too. But the settings I've found out that work best for me so far is about 10 millisecond to 15 millisecond exposures with Sharp Cap. I love using Sharp Cap for planetary stuff. It's nice software. And then I stack everything with Auto Stacker 3. And one thing I do have to say that really makes these images pop is Blur Exterminator. It was unknown to me that Blur Exterminator works on different types of images like lunar surface imaging rather than just deep sky. So I first thing I do right out of stacking with these lunar images, I take it into PixInsight, run Blur Exterminator, and it turns it into a whole new image. It's a miracle. So yeah. Then from there, I take it into Photoshop, do some extra sharpening, turn up the clarity, just do some finer adjustments, align the colors, make sure everything's right. So yeah, I really do like the 178. It's a really nice camera. I picked this up off Cloudy Nights. Same for the 3X Barlow. I think the good thing about this camera is the pixel size. I believe it's a 2.9 micron pixels, so really small compared to the 2600 at 3.7 something, 3.76 microns. So that gives you nice resolution and not a lot of pixelation. Once you zoom in, it's still a clean image. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I hope you guys have really enjoyed the image reveals I've been putting out with the Cygnus Wall and the Crescent Nebula and the Veil Nebula. All the recent short image reveal videos I've been putting out. I really like making the dramatic, cinematic image reveals with the music. So yeah, but I'll try to keep back and start doing more videos like this, nights in the backyard, like you guys are used to watching, and get back in the hang of making some longer videos like this. So the telescope right now, I'm gonna probably get my camera out here in a minute and put it on here. Plan on shooting the Wizard Nebula tonight, but there are some clouds. So stay tuned for the end of the video here coming soon, and you're gonna see the images that I have captured on the lunar surface in just the last couple days. This is the first time I've really got good data with it. I've worked everything out, and this telescope, I can't say it enough. This is absolutely an amazing telescope. The 8-inch f5 Newtonian. It's wonderful. I've not had this good data with anything else that I've done in astrophotography. So the observatory has held up great, and it's got a lot more time to come on it. So one thing to mention is the roof has really withheld some really strong winds. We've had 80 mile an hour, 90 mile an hour straight line winds come through here with some storms recently, and it's held up completely good. So really happy about that. I'm glad it didn't blow the roof off. I would be very unhappy. So yeah, that's about all I've got for you in this video. Wanted to make a quick kind of update video and let you know what I've been up to, and I've entered a little bit of a new realm of astrophotography with some really good quality lunar and planetary imaging coming up. So yeah, stay tuned for more deep sky images and more videos as always. And check out my last video when I went and did the wild cave tour over at Mammoth Cave. For your information, I live about 20 minutes away from Mammoth Cave National Park, so I have relatively dark skies about Bortle 4. Went over there, did the wild cave tour, a two-day tour, 2 separate tours. Check out that last video, really enjoyed it. Kind of a new interest of mine. So yeah, that's about all I've got for you. Stay tuned for more image reveals and more videos to come on my YouTube channel. So hope you guys like these lunar images that I'm about to show you. So as always, thank you for watching Astro Pilot, and until next time, clear skies.